Hello. We are going to do this cup, the patina cup. And what we're going to do is we're going to coat this entire stainless steel tumbler with the slick stick. The slick stick creates a perfect bond on non-wood surfaces. So that could be anything from tile, glass, laminated wood, to of course this stainless steel tumbler. So what you're going to see me do here is I'm going to coat the entire cup. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to let it dry, get it good and dry, and then we're going to come back and start on the patina. Just make sure you give a really good coat. Don't go over the areas a bunch of times because you will, if you go over an area too much, you can cause it to kind of clog up, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You don't want that. So you really want to keep those lines super soft. Apply the same amount of pressure, go up and down in one motion, don't go side to side. I mean, you really want to stay in the direction that you're going. So stay tuned and we'll get started on the patina. Alright, now we're going to jump into applying the Prime Start. The Prime Start is used to create a barrier between your stainless tumbler and the patina process. It protects that stainless from being compromised by the patina so that it doesn't get damaged, because you are creating a true patina finish and not a faux finish. It is a true patina finish, just like you see on roofs or metal, anything like that. It is a true patina finish. So what we're going to do is we want to get this one solid coat, just like we did before with the slick stick. We want to go in one solid motion, not overlapping a bunch. Give that one really good coat, set it to the side, let it dry, and then we'll start applying the metal paints. So stay tuned. Now we're going to lay down a very thin base layer of the metal paints. You can choose to do one or all. It's just totally what your preference is. I personally love doing all three. So I'm just going in. I don't really have a pattern that I'm following. I'm just putting them down wherever I want to. You can change up the pattern when you add the second coat. But for right now, we're just going to at least get a base layer down, not super thick. And then we're going to set to the side and let that first base layer completely dry before you move on to the next step. It's very, very important that you do that. Put them down, set the cup to the side, let that layer dry. It usually takes about 15-20 minutes, I would say, for the metal paints to dry, but then you can move on to the next step. Now we're going to add the second layer of the metal paints. So this layer is the one that you want to kind of create your pattern however you want, what colors you want to kind of show through and so forth. So I don't really follow a pattern. I just kind of sporadically go through and add them in different areas. Sometimes I change them up. Sometimes I'll add some bronze and then go right back over it with some iron or some copper mixed through the bronze area. So the start of this process with the second layer, it's really, really important that you apply the patina sprays while the second layer is wet. So on the first layer, we needed that one to completely dry. But on the second layer, we need to make sure that that paint is still wet in order to absorb the patina spray and create the patina process. So I'm going to keep going all the way through here, and then we're going to start adding the sprays. So now we have the second layer of metal paints laid down and they are still wet. I'm going to go in with the patina sprays, and I'm using both the blue and the green to create different variations in color. I'm not using a super hard mist on that. I'm just gently misting that on the product, and then I'm going to put it on my turner so that the extra can kind of roll off onto a paper towel and let that dry, and then we're going to start layering after that. So here is the cup after I've let it set with the first layer of the layering with the metal paints. So now I'm going in with Tea Rose, which is one of the colors that we carry, just adding it in different areas because I do like to create that layering effect. So I'm just kind of dabbing it through certain areas, no rhyme or reason there, just wherever you want to add it is perfectly fine. So I'm just going on through, gonna add that there, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna add a second layer of the patina paints. So now that I've added the chalk paint to the areas that I wanted it in, I'm going to go back in and add another layer of the metal paints just in the areas that I feel like I need more coloring. You'll see the bronze, and I'm going to add some more blue to that area. I do want to also bring in more of the rust color, so I'm going to be adding the iron as well. You can do this 10 times over if you want. You can do it one time. It's totally what your preference is. I probably am going to add another layer or two to this because I really like the dimension that I get from layering. But it's totally your preference and what look that you are going for. We are also looking for, to create that beautiful patina process, and I think you're gonna find that with this product. You can do it on this tumbler or you can do it on a piece of furniture. Just practice and just try it in different ways. You're going to love it. Please also make sure that you are in a well-ventilated area. As with any chemicals that you use, you need to make sure that you are wearing the proper PPE, wearing goggles, and are also in a well-ventilated area. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this has helped you guys a great deal. And of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.